There are two really big smartwatch brands. On the one side we have the Apple Watch Series 9 and on the other one the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6. Both have mini health and activity tracking features and lots of smart features, but which one is actually better? First, I have to say that the Galaxy Watch 6 is only compatible with Android smartphones and the Apple Watch 9 only goes with iPhones. But besides that, let's first up check out the battery life of both watches. And the Apple Watch Series 9 nor the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 are very good when it comes to that. The Apple Watch only lasts about 18 hours with the always in display mode enabled and about 36 hours if you toggle on the battery saving mode. So that's a big letdown since this was always one of the biggest downsides to all Apple Watches and is not getting better with the Galaxy Watch 6. This one lasts about a full day, which is 6 hours longer than the Apple Watch, but still not a great performance. If you're lucky, you can get about 1.5 days out of battery life out of it, but that's really the maximum. When it comes to the price, it really depends on which version you get. The Galaxy Watch 6 comes in 2 variations and 4 sizes with LTE and Bluetooth. Now I have the larger 44mm active Bluetooth model and this one comes in at a price of 350 euros over here in Germany. But it does go up to 450 with the larger 47mm classic LTE version. The Apple Watch Series 9 starts at 450 with the small 41mm Wi-Fi version and it's 480 for the 45mm one. Now once again, if you want to upgrade this one, you can get a stainless steel version and this one costs 880 euros right now. So Apple is definitely a lot more expensive with every single variation. Now let's talk a little bit about the specs and the design right quick. The 45mm version of the Apple Watch has the typical Apple Watch form. This one has a 1.9-inch Retina LTPO display that lights up with a peak of 2000 nits. You have a ceramic and sapphire crystal back, an aluminum case and sapphire crystal glass for the display protection. On the side you will find 2 physical buttons, of which the lower one is customizable to a certain degree at least, and the upper crown is rotatable and takes you to your app menu and voice assistant. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 44mm active model has a 1.5-inch Super AMOLED touch display with a sapphire crystal glass protection and an aluminum frame. Just like the Apple Watch, the display lights up with 2000 nits, but in contrast you have 2 physical buttons and a haptic bezel with which you can scroll through your tiles and apps. The other 2 buttons are fully customizable and you connect them to all of your apps. Next up, they have tracking features. Overall, the Galaxy Watch 6 has more trackers, but the ones that you get on the Apple Watch are more precise. The Apple Watch Series 9 comes with a female cycle tracking, a SpO2 and sleep tracker, you get heart rate tracking and an ECG function. The Galaxy Watch 6 has a little bit more. Just like on the Apple Watch 9, you get a sleep, stress, SpO2 and heart rate tracker and the ECG function. But in addition, you get a blood pressure measurement and a body composition, which is a unique feature to the Galaxy Watch brand. It will track your BMI, BMR, skeletal muscle and a few more stats. But like I said, the heart rate tracking and the ECG function of the Apple Watch 9 are just much better. So you gotta choose. The activity tracking and built-in GPS is also a big part of the Apple and the Galaxy Watch. I really like the built-in GPS of both watches and I can't really tell which one is better as both are great, but the difference comes in the activity tracking. You do get a lot of sport modes on the Galaxy Watch, like very specific gym workouts and others. Plus you can customize your workout display with up to 6 metrics, but once again I find that the step counting and calorie counting of the Apple Watch is a little bit better. On the Apple Watch 9, you may not get as many sport modes, but you definitely have the most common ones covered and you will definitely find something. Over here, you can also create your own workouts and set goals and alerts. On both watches, you can tap out of the workout display and do something else during your workout or use the music player during your workout, but I would still give the slight advantage to the Apple Watch Series 9. As for the smart features, both watches have a lot to offer, and let's start with what they have in common. They have more than enough internal storage in order to download all kinds of apps from the Apple and Google Play Store, which are, by the way, equally good in my opinion. You can download songs via Spotify and other music streaming apps directly to your smartwatch and listen to them offline during your workouts, so you don't need to have your smartphone with you anymore. There is voice assistant, it's Siri for Apple, which now also works offline, and it's Google or Bixby for the Galaxy Watch. There is a phone feature. You can reply to messages in all kinds of ways, either by typing the message on the keyboards and emojis, use the quick reply options, or even use the speak to dictate feature, which works especially great on the Apple Watch. There are different gesture controls on both watches, and you get all the standards like a timer, alarm, stopwatch, calendar, and more. But on the Galaxy Watch, you can super easily change the order of all of your tiles by simply dragging and dropping them to a new place. And the same goes for your applications, and you can even create little folders, if you want to call it like that. The Apple Watch 9 has other features like a noise detection to save your ears from damage, a reminder to take all of your pills. The watch is now, by the way, also produced carbon free, and there are definitely way more bands that you can attach to this watch. You also get a lot for the Samsung Watch, but just not as many. I also want to mention the watch faces right quick, as you can get lots of them on these watches with animations. You can use your own pictures and even use multiple at once. Plus you can interact with displayed metrics right on the display. Now overall, if I can freely decide between an Apple and Galaxy Watch, I would tend to go with the Apple. I also think with the new S9 chipset, it works so much smoother than the Galaxy Watch 6, but it's definitely a preference thing and which phone you have. And guys, there we have it. Now I also covered the Apple Watch Series 9 and the Galaxy Watch 6 in separate videos. Just click right here to get right to the video. And I guess with that one being said, I will see you in the next one. Peace.